Ayo. That was the weakest Ayo I've ever said. Where's what I'm looking for? There you are. All right. He needs to go to the metal steel pipes facility. Yes, that's what we're doing. Is this a map? Or, no. Where am I? I'm over here. So I need to... Okay. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm not muted, yeah. Heyo. That sucks. I hope AAA comes quickly. Sorry to hear that. Caught an early stream. Hey. Yeah, we got a start a little early today. It's only 7:50 a.m. here. But I'm up and going, so might as well. Big day at regulation today. We're going to go to the office and test out Friday's stream, make sure we have all the tech ready. Then we're going to film a supplemental today. Food-related supplemental. Excited about that. Got to record So All Right today after I get home from all that. Pretty solid day. What was the documentary that had the Gavin cameo? I didn't see it. Is that where I'm going? No, that's steel pipes. I don't need steel pipes. Damn it, Jeff. You need... steel beams. Oh, I hope you're not having a midlife crisis at 25. That doesn't bode well for your future. How do you put pipes in the back without flipping the truck? Put the anchors down, so hold right bumper if you're on Xbox and hit Y, and you see these anchors that'll pop down. That's how you keep your truck stable. Sherlock Holmes 2. Oh, okay. Root beer infused cold brew. Interesting. Train wreck. Storm Area 51. So quiet compared to regulation videos. Well, I don't have anybody to yell at. I was about to say, I don't think so when you asked if Gavin went to Area 51, but I have no clue. Gavin doesn't tell me a lot. What I don't know about Gavin as his best friend is, pretty significant. For all I know, he has an apartment in Area 51. And I could be like, how come you never told me you live in Area 51? And he'd be like, never asked. Fair enough. If you want more quiet, Jeff, go check out So All Right. Like, I'm playing a quiet game. It's 7 in the morning. I'm a quiet guy. I've only ever been loud in response to other people. Oh, that's nice. This road's holding up well for the first thing I made in this game. Well, in this map. What happened to my finger? Cut it. I was opening a box of something or other. So is SnowRunner done and it's all Roadcraft now? Essentially. I mean, I'm sure I'll go back to SnowRunner at some point, but I got a lot of Roadcraft ahead of me and I like it more. Hey, congratulations, ZS Larmer. That's awesome. 4 days. If you can do 4 days, you can do 8 days. And if you can do 8 days, you can do a month. And if you can do a month, you can do 6 months. Just take it day by day. Little baby steps. Bite-sized chunks. Don't focus on the big picture. Just handle day by day. Fupa. Oh God, yeah. Yeah, you definitely have this. Keep it up. You took second place in the Highland Games. Congratulations, Jack. That's awesome. I took no place in any games. It's a minor miracle the machine yard is still standing. Please fix that bug. Hype train. Ridiculous. Oh, thanks for the sub, Andy Muzz. You're the first sub of the day. I'm going to call you Italian BMT. All right. Gonna need 7 of these bad boys. Uh-oh. Yeah, it's not straight, but... okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Help me count. Make sure we don't miss one. This is 2. Oh, look at all those pyramids. Morning, Jeff. Hope you have a great day. Looking forward to Gerpla drop on Friday. Hell yeah. If anybody isn't aware, there's a Gerpla drop on Friday. 2. Pretty jazzed about that. 12:30 Central Time on the Regulation... Well, on regulationstore.com, but also we'll be streaming over on the Regulation channel on Twitch. So hopefully we'll see you there. Looking forward to doing that. Always love always love an excuse for a big stream, you know? It's 3. We're going to play Mario Party, I believe. But like the new 2v2. 3. I watched my first David Lynch film last night. What did Jack do? And now I'm officially intrigued and possibly hooked. Is that the Jack Nance documentary? That was an interesting documentary. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is an interesting dude. I'm having a great time. Thank you. Five. The jersey and gray hat thing over your left shoulder. Oh, that's just it's a Celtics championship hat and a really cool Celtics jersey that a Regulation listener gave me who works at the arena, who works at TD Garden. Big streams Friday, 12:30 Central Time over at the Regulation Pod Twitch channel. Twitch handle. I think it's just at the Regulation Pod. Yeah, fuck it. That'll work. I don't think I'm going too... Actually, I might be going far. Let's see. Maybe so far we don't want to stop. Dickhead. Can't get my fingers to stop being idiots. Okay. We need to... Oh, that's not far. So we're going to go here, here. Oh. Yeah, it's far. Not too far. So we'll go... Not from Countryside Base, we're not. Where are we? We're over here. Okay, so we'll go down and out, over the bridge. Over the bridge, take a left, go a long loopy way around, then oh, Jesus Christ. Let's just back it up from here. All right, so probably want to come from this side. Do this. Down. Let's try it like this. All right, we'll come from here. What if we just come... Don't want to fuck with that. Come down here. Come around here. We can come up and over and around. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, so we'll just hug the outside corner. Easy peasy. Bought this game for myself yesterday. How's the multiplayer? It's good. I haven't done a lot of multiplayer yet. I haven't gotten the Truck Boys into it, but it's good. Good morning, Gwen. Or GW Menace. It's essentially it. Slimezilla, I guess. Anybody else watch the Charmed watch along yesterday? I can't wait to see them force themselves through another 4 episodes. Oh my god. We've already filmed the 2nd episode. We still have to film the 3rd one this week. And then, of course, spin the wheel and make the decision if we're going to continue with the show or move on. Oh, thank you, Jorky. Hey, Jorky Bilfus, Gavin's nemesis. They've added a few new trucks. But there hasn't been a new map yet. It's coming soon, though. It's advertised. It's already in the menus. And it'll add a new map and then some new vehicles and some new game mechanics. There's going to be like a bridge layer and new missions and stuff too. Thanks, Ensign. I cannot talk and drive. Or chat and drive. I used to love Charmed when I was younger. Oof. Finally managed to catch a stream. Hell yeah. It's good to have you, Fushimi. You guys planning on doing more Blueprints gameplay with Nick? I'm going the wrong way. Turned around with the wrong ass way. Not opposed to it. Just be a matter of finding the time and just needing to be a priority, you know? Wait, where the fuck am I? I'm going back to the bullshit, right? I need to turn around and go the other fucking way. I went the wrong bridge. Okay. I gotta stop. Fucking off. I could have straightened that out a little bit better, huh? Minty Kiwi Crunch. It's a hero. The bread bomb. The bread bomb. The damn bomb. You should consider changing your name from the Atom Bomb 90 to the Bread Bomb, because that's how I misread it. Atom Bomb is a lot cooler than a bread bomb, though, I gotta admit. As a veteran of life, what can I expect as I approach my 40s, turn 38 today, outside of shift from competitive gaming to relaxing Sims? I would expect if you didn't take good physical care of yourself, I'd expect things to start breaking. I'd expect trips to doctors and dentists. Uh-oh. Excuse me. All right. Moving along. Well, on our way. Heading the right direction this time. Going over the right bridge. Feeling pretty good. I'm going to take the long, easy road. Enjoy the sights. It's a beautiful day here and wherever the fuck we are. Somewhere in Eastern Europe, I think. Ooh, thank you, Fushimi. That was awesome of you. 30s, 40s, where life says, hey, remember that time you... Yeah. '30s and 40s is when the check comes due for all the shit you did when you were younger. It really comes due in your 40s. Progressively louder, yeah. Also, get ready to start getting up and... Well, this probably will happen in your early 40s, so you have a little bit of time, but man... I hope you enjoy getting up and pissing in the middle of the night because you're going to do that 2 or 3 times a night for the rest of your life. Like, you know, I just had that whole... Well, if you listen to So Right, 2 weeks ago, I had an episode about having a mole that turned out to be skin cancer, basal cell carcinoma. Not a big deal at all. They just cut it out, burned it off, 2 sessions, didn't have to have surgery or anything, cancer-free, not a big deal. Not like scary real cancer. But the dye was on the top of my head right here, right at the crown of my head. And I was like, how the fuck did I get a cancer mole on the top of my head? And the doctor was like, you were in the sun 25 years ago, and it's just catching up with you. He's like, these are things you did to your body when you were much younger that now you're paying for. That's just the way it goes, you know. Hype chest. I got a reward from a hype chest. What did you do when you became sober and your friends wanted to hang out and drink? I stopped hanging out with them. I was a guy who felt like alcohol was the fuel that ran me. And I was also brutally addicted to it, right? But it was a double whammy because I was addicted to it, and I knew I was addicted to it, and I knew I had a huge problem, but I also really liked it, you know? And so when I quit, people didn't, like, first off, let me start this by saying everybody, virtually, there were 1 or 2 people, but almost everybody in my life supported me in a big way, and nobody pushed alcohol on me after I quit. Nobody was like, nah, fuck that, have another beer. Not like that. I didn't have those people in my life. Fortunate enough that the people in my life, maybe they were so sick of me being an alcoholic that they were just ready for it, you know? They were just like, please. But so I didn't really have that a lot. But I will say most of my social world revolved around drinking, you know? I would go to happy hour every day after work to sit and read a book and drink and maybe hang out with people, maybe not, hang out with the bartenders, hang out with the other people. I'd just be a local, be a regular at the bars, you know? And then a lot of times I would just drink at home because I didn't want to have to worry about driving home or whatever. But when I quit drinking, I had to remove myself from a lot of that stuff. So I don't know that this is the way to do it. Like I said, everybody's journey is different. Everybody is unique. Everybody has different needs and ways they process and handle things. So I'm not recommending anything I did for anyone else. But I became a hermit for 3 or 4 years, and I just disappeared. I created a sober little bubble that I lived in with my daughter and then eventually Emily, and I kept the world at arm's length for A little bit too long, actually. But and then I spent years trying to reconnect with those people and repair friendships. And yeah. Yeah, the people around me were awesome. Like I said, almost to a fault. One or two people. But yeah, I knew I couldn't allow myself to fail this time. Because nobody quits drinking the first time. At least not in my experience. You got to quit drinking 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, 7, 8 times before it sticks. At least for me. And so I at that point I had quit drinking enough to know what all of my personal failure points of failure would be. And so I just had to put sobriety above everything else. Truck Boys, that's right. Although the Truck Boys don't play trucks anymore. Now we play Sea of Thieves. We play wet trucks. I wanted to play last night, but I was so tired. I just went to bed. We went to bingo last night. Me and Emily and Meg and Vanessa and just me and the girls. Me, Emily, Burn Dog, and Gavin didn't go. Those dudes don't know a good time. No, they don't know bingo good. I like wet trucks a lot. It's fun game. I've been really into it lately. I'm hanging out with Gavin's wife for that all the time. Meg's always down to hang out and do stuff. I think it was her idea to play bingo. I know it's not the same, but I've had similar issues trying to quit smoking. I don't know that it's not the same at all. Addiction is addiction. Everyone around me literally kept shoving cigarettes at me, and it was it's fucking peer pressure is a motherfucker, especially when it's something that you're addicted to. When you have a chemical addiction to something, you know. What's Meg doing now post RT? Just living her best life, doing all of her, all the same stuff she used to do. She does her like OnlyFans and all that stuff. I don't think her life has changed much post RT. Yeah, she left RT a long time ago. 2016, 2017, something like that. I hear quitting smoking is brutal. Absolutely brutal. I think cigarettes are one of the most addictive things on earth. Which one are you? Are you bring one resource, 2 resources, or... I'm going to guess you're 2 because the other one doesn't look like it's even up. Wow, that was hard to get up. All right. Used to set up for bingo night at a community center. I always thought it was dumb until they showed me the jackpot and it blew me away. It's just fun. It is dumb, but it's like, I don't know. It's nice to do different stuff. It's nice to mix it up a little bit. All the shit that my parents and grown-ups did when I was a kid that I thought was so fucking lame. Now it's my turn to be lame. Okay. Bomb that hill, huh? God, I really kind of want to bomb that hill now, but I don't think I should because I need to go back and get up from... Ugh. Can I go around that way? I could. I could just make it through this bullshit. I bet. I don't want to tump this thing over and have to rescue us. But I kind of do. All right, let's see. This is ill-advised. Wow, we're going to be fine. That was more dangerous than anything. Are you fucking kidding me right now? How am... No. No. I do not accept that this is stuck. It's the only vehicle I have over here is this thing. This thing's fucking useless. It sucks. Oh, Christ. Oh, man. I gotta take this hunk of shit. Okay. He just needs a nudge. You wish they had a similar vehicle upgrade system? Yeah, I felt that when I first started playing, for sure. But once I got used to the rhythm of this being a different kind of game, I stopped missing vehicle damage and gas and upgrades. It's cool to have the flexibility to modify, but I kind of like the... Like, this game strips all that stuff down to get to the important stuff, you know, which is really just like building the infrastructure. So this is ridiculous. All right. All right. Perfect. Thank you, buddy. You will be stranded there now, and there will be no escape for you. You'll have to be recovered, I'm sure. If it was a winch, I could do that, but with the crane, it works. There wasn't really anything to crane from there. The crane point attach points are different than winch attach points. That would definitely be a winch move if it had one, but just use the gravel layer to give it the little kick in the pants it needs. Is this the way I'm going? Yeah, fuck it. I don't think I need to be in low. Wow. This guy's on the struggle bus. Do I have any much planned for the weekend? I'm taking it easy this weekend. Had a lot of activity lately. Okay. Okay. I don't want to go to the movies. I haven't seen a movie in forever. I'm going to go see F1. Maybe go with Millie and Emily. Nice. Well, that was the only mission we had available, so hopefully that unlocks some stuff.
Gosh, you really put the U in rescue, don't you? But you know what? We're missing one key ingredient. Concrete. We need to start producing it again. That means collecting enough resources and plotting supply routes to the concrete slabs facility.
Sure enough. Let's make some concrete. Did I see all the oil-filled F1? No, I haven't seen the F1 movie yet, but I'd like to. Okay. Resume concrete production. So we need more steel beams. Store resource logs. We have those. So we just need to store these where? in the base. Concrete is indispensable without the hull operation and road supply. Concrete slab facility. Yeah, okay. So I guess let's just recover to the countryside base. Right? Yeah. Am I doing story mode or just open sandbox in this game? Kind of both, you know? I do the missions. Some days I just do missions. Some days I just go out and find shit to repair. But I think for the first 10 hours on this map, I didn't really do any missions at all. I just made roads and bridges, so I've already done a lot of that stuff, unfortunately. Not a lot left to do. Sure, we all work for the same company. We're probably stationed out of the U.S., but we travel around the world. Some sort of a disaster response team. Do the trucks have cosmetic customization? You can paint them. Yeah, you can paint them. But at least as I'm aware, they don't have like dashboard artifacts like the hula girls and snow globes and shit that you can put on like in SnowRunner, or I don't think they have stickers or anything. But I would expect all that stuff to be coming, you know? That stuff's easy to layer in later. I don't think SnowRunner started with as much of that stuff as it has now. I feel like Gavin and Andrew need a disaster response team. Wait. Did I just... No, I'm going the right way. God, I can convince myself I'm stupid. What's up, Leo? By the way, thanks to everybody who subbed this morning. That was very nice of you. Dang, Jeff really streaming at the same time the VOD went up, more or less making us choose. You don't have to choose. There's 24 hours in this day. VOD's not going anywhere. This will become a VOD and up on YouTube by by tomorrow morning, so you can always come back and watch that. What is today? Today's Tuesday? What's today's VOD? Oh, it's the Limbo stream from Friday. Right. Okay, if I remember correctly, we need 3. Is that what it said? We need 3. We have 1, so we need to find metal for 2 more. I don't want to deal with those bullshit bit barrels down there, so... I saw something over here. Didn't I? Just now. I remember thinking, oh, I could hold on to that. Remember that. For if and when I need more metal. It's close to the beams. And I know that how. I didn't make that up. I thought it was right around here. Get the fuck off. I thought it was right around here that I saw it. Huh. Huh. Making myself crazy. Ah, there it is. I was right. I was just in the wrong spot. Okay. Rip Ryan Sandberg, absolutely. I watched Rhino a lot when I was a kid. He was one of the boys of Zimmer, I believe. It's like him and Sean Dunston and Mark Grace. What do you think the chances are I can pull this car with this if I just do this? We'll see. Did you and the boys kill Hulk Hogan? I don't think so. I think all the... Well, I don't speak ill of the dead, but I don't think so. All right, let's see if we can, without tipping over, pull this off. As long as we don't get caught on anything and we have a relatively straight shot there, which we do, I think we're going to be okay. Be ready to cut ties at any moment, though. War Eagle. Ugh. Incredibly dicey. That's the point of these games. The dice factor. All right. You got it. You got it. Easy, boy. That's pretty cool. All right. Don't want to get stuck on this light pole. Need you to get the fuck out of the way. Shit. Okay. Just like that. We've got the beams we need. Okay. So now we just need to add 3 in. Exactly what we have that guy still. The game always spits one out, whether you want it to or not. This game is weirdly satisfying to watch. I think it's I think that's the point. Get up there, bitch. There we go. Careful. Careful. See, I didn't even ask it. It's like they always have to have one out, I guess. I don't know why. Maybe just to show you where it is. I guess it's maybe a feature, not a bug. I assumed it was a bug. Feels like it would be a bug. Maybe it doesn't. Very nice way to end the day. Hell yeah. I'd like to be a nice day ender for you. Good morning. Finally able to catch a stream since the last time I heard you on Fragger's stream back in the day. What would have been 20 years ago? Uh, just started roadcrafting last night. Definitely takes a bit of getting used to the driving crane control. Difference from SnowRunner, Unreal game though. It's different, a little different. But once you get the hang of the way the controls work, like the thing I had the most trouble with early on, and it really pissed me off, was winching and winch points. But once I figured it out, and it really took Andrew to kind of help me figure it out, I realized, oh, this is far superior. We just need to go to the base, right? Where's the base? It's over here. Yeah. Dude, those fucking things are no joke. As evidenced by me getting stuck on... There we go. I wish I could move that. Okay. Yeah, but once you get used to winching, it's so much better in this game. I mean, you don't have all the winch options like autonomous and heavy and medium and long and all that shit, but just winching and the winch pointing and everything works great. You just winch, you just point in the direction you want to winch and winch. My coffee got cold. What's up, SJ Destroyer? There you go. Hang some curtains in the office today. Trying to get the break room set and the break show all set up so that we can get started. And there's just a bunch of like grunt work to be done. Ooh, Stuck Squirrel is our 10th sub of the day. Thank you, Stuck Squirrel. Mark isn't asking chaotic. Yeah, he's probably busy. He's probably like knee deep in some sort of a HVAC unit right now. Talking about Ghosts really makes me miss Achievement Haunter. The show was the reason I became a first member. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Hopefully you enjoyed it. It was a lot. We were talking about it. I went to lunch the other day with Jack and Gavin, and we were just kind of reminiscing about old shows and productions and stuff, and we were talking a little bit about Haunter and, I don't know, waxing poetic about it, but that is a show that I had so much fun doing. It was, it was an idea I had that we got to do, and I was really excited about. Felt very lucky. I was really happy with the angle I came up with the taunting the ghosts and the whole thing. And then doing it, traveling around the world to do it, we got to do it in Australia, we got to do it in England. It was very neat, but by the time we were done, I was ready to be done. So many of these shows are fun to do. So many of these shows are fun to do for a year or two, but a lot of those you don't want to make them your career. I don't want to be only a ghost hunter, no. So you do it for a couple seasons till you get it worked out, and then you move on to the next thing, That's cool. Maybe transfer the resources. Interesting. Okay. Now we just need to build infrastructure routes. That should be easy. Take a second. Production you get. Probably my favorite production you guys did. I liked Survive Block Island the most, I think, but I really liked Haunter. Yeah, I think Haunter cost, we did, for 2 seasons of Haunter, I think it was around $1.6 million total, if I remember correctly. So it was very expensive, you know, but that got us, I don't know, 15 or 16 episodes or something. But yeah, it was a little over $1 million, a little over $1.5 million, I think, to make that show. There's Mark. We were just talking about you. All right, so we need to go from here to there. That's not bad. He needs to go there. Okay, well, we got that bridge. Got that bridge. We could do that way, or we could go around this way. Got this bridge. Yeah, let's do this way. Seems like they want us to. Oh. You know what? That's going to be a problem. This game doesn't like hard turns. Oh, man, I just got just a very real desire to ride my bike in an old neighborhood. It just popped into my head. An old neighborhood I used to ride in all the time when I lived in a different part of town before I moved here last year. I guess maybe I should go do that today if I have time. Wonder why my subconscious wants to go there. Okay, we'll see how that works. The trilingual newspaper I was talking about the other day is 103 years old. Damn. That's why RT was so good. They were purely themselves. You never watched Last Laugh? It was all right. I had a lot of fun with it. Been watching the VODs on YouTube from the beginning. I made it to the 5th or the 6th one before realizing they were all out of order. What'd you hit? Ah, you bitch. Let's see if they figure it out. Otherwise, I gotta go through and reroute this. Let's wait till this to fail. There we go. Okay. Okay. Let's try that again. Yeah, the AI or something for sure. Have I intentionally ridden my bike in the rain? Sure, tons. Not as much as an adult, but when I was a kid, I did it all the time. I thought season 2 of Last Laugh was maybe better than season 1, but I like them both a lot. I liked co-hosting it with Elise in season 2 because she is so funny and made it so much easier. You got lit up by fire ants yesterday? God damn it, Mark. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful map. Beautiful. You genuinely miss hearing Ray scream Let's Play? Well, luckily for you, you can go back and listen to that whenever you want to on all the thousands of old videos he was in. The screams are still there. Are you really going to get stuck there? You're not really going to get stuck there. Are you really going to get stuck here? Oh, give me a fucking break. All right, where are we? How close to shit am I? Don't need you. Is this a base? This is a base. What we got here? Bunch of bullshit. Where's the good dump truck? Are you still going or are you stuck? Did you make it? Is he still there? Still there. Not going to make it. All right. Okay, failed. All right, here we go. Let's go fix that. Should have done that earlier. I think I stopped right before it. But it's not the same as watching new videos. Well, luckily for you, Ray streams. I was talking to him. I was hanging out with him on Sunday, and he was saying he streams 6 to 7 hours a day. So luckily for you, you can watch current Ray on Twitch 6 to 7 hours a day, and then if you miss his current videos, you can watch his VODs on YouTube. Luckily for all of us, Ray is continuing to make 30-ish hours of gaming content a week, probably. More than anybody could ask for. Yeah, you can even watch Ray watch old Ray. Like, you're in the best possible timeline right now because you have access to all of those old videos of Ray doing stuff that you like, but you also have access to all of the new stuff Ray's doing. Couldn't be better set up for success. Where was this guy failing? It's right here. On Ray's Twitch or YouTube channel, probably. Stop. This fucking guy. This fucking guy. Sometimes just thinking these dump trucks annoy the shit out of me. Okay. Let's get you out of the way. Where can you watch Jeff watching old Jeff? Nowhere. I'm not doing that. I hate myself. I don't want to see myself. Are you kidding? Gross. One of the things I love about Ray is how much he hates when he makes one throwaway joke like Game Kids Trevor, and then it gets repeated back to him for years to come. That is, that's very funny. And Ray, and probably a good part of why he didn't want to work at Rooster Teeth anymore by the end. Okay. Visiting Achievement City was close enough. Yeah. Yeah. I don't watch New Jeff. God no. Yeah, we did the Achievement City video. That was cool. What is my personal favorite Ray moment? I don't know. I don't know that I have one. You know, like, I guess if you're asking for like a specific joke he made that was funny, I don't know. I liked how quick Ray was. I liked how fast and snappy he was, and acerbic. You know, he was fun to work with because he was quick on his feet. Until he wasn't. Until he was checked out. And I don't know. I probably just miss hanging out in the office with him and having conversations and just shooting the shit or eating lunch. Just like friend shit, you know? But I also see him. Like, I hung out with him all day Sunday, so I still have that, I guess. I don't think I think he just calls me Jeff. Okay. Oh, and it... I didn't need to do that at all. Sometimes, every once in a while, if there's multiple vehicles running, it's the last vehicle in the chain that turns the circle, the dot from red to green and makes it past. But every once in a while, when you stop, it'll take the progress of the first one. It's stupid. And I got lucky. I didn't need to fix that road at all. What are you going to do? Can I get... Let's wait for this to finish before we make the new one. Building roads is one of the most enjoyable things I've ever done in a video game. That's why I don't want to go back to SnowRunner. There's nothing... You drive shitty roads, but there's nothing you can do to improve them here. That's the point of it. Man, you can really see the spots you half-assed where you're like, it's close enough. Well, I'm not going to get stuck there. You forget about AI getting stuck right there. All right, well, we got ourselves a dump truck somewhere around here. Can I fill this up? No. Let's, was I at industrial base? I think it was. Little tip for you. If you are at a base and you can't fill your car up with sand, like I can't here, just retain it and redeploy it, and it'll come out full of sand. Okay. Where do we need to go to fix this infrastructure? It is broken. It is broken here. Lame. Okay, so I am here. Okay. I found my calling, absolutely. Yeah. This game, it's like it was made for me. And I didn't even know that I needed this game in my life. But God, now that I have it, holy shit. I wasn't even expecting it. I wasn't even aware it was coming out. It caught me by surprise. I didn't think that there was anything that would take SnowRunner away from me, but I got like 8 seasons. Yeah, about 8 or 9 seasons of SnowRunner left, and I just don't know that I'll get to them because this is so much more fun. Thank you, Roundabout Pro. Whenever I hear the word road, I just think of the old guy from Pet Sematary pronouncing it route. Dog ride around the cabin would be cool. Ooh, Firestar. Not to be outdone. Shows up with the 12th sub of the day. Am I in a... Oh, I am. Okay. So I'm going to fix this too. I don't like that little hump there. What do you mean you can't fill sand? I just saw... Dick. Is it behind me? It's behind me. Okay. Fuck it. I'll just go forward for a minute. I'll let this guy get bulldozed before I fuck with it. Okay. Go ahead and recover. Used to play SnowRunner religiously before this game came out. Yeah. Yeah, this game... I'm afraid similar... I hate that. I'm afraid similarly... There are some peculiarities to this game that are annoying. You don't know what went on there, but like there's a whole thing where you hit, if you hit A to... That's the whole thing. Don't worry about it. Anyway. I'm afraid that this game may have ruined SnowRunner for me as well. That's actually why I'm happy the Truck Boys have moved on to Sea of Thieves these days, because I would still play SnowRunner with them, but I just don't know that I'd enjoy it when I know I could be playing this, you know? At least not right now. I'm sure I'll get back to it at some point, but I'd love to see them incorporate just a little bit of this into SnowRunner. Did y'all know that Hooters originated in Clearwater, Florida, and the first location is still open? I didn't, Mark, but that doesn't surprise me at all. If you asked me what state I thought Hooters incorporated in, I would have assumed Florida. It seems like a very Florida company. Less frustrating for sure. Game's more forgiving than SnowRunner. Outback Steakhouse originated in Tampa. I don't know if you guys know this, but Mark the Frog is secretly a state of Florida tourism board plant we've discovered. Al Jordan said, "Fuck you, I'm going to be the newest sub." Lucky number 13. $2 for 2 tenders at Wingstop today. Why don't they just say dollar tenders at Wingstop today then? Seems like that'd be easier to process. I thought Hooters went bankrupt. Didn't they have an airline for a while? You think this is enough? It's probably enough. You know what, though? We're here. We're here. Might as well add a little bit more in just for the hell of it. Completely unnecessary to add that much in, but since I have it. Oh. That was a little dicey. I thought you wanted to be more involved in merchant sales. You got to know marketing. Oh, I do. I just think 2 for $2 to me isn't as enticing as dollar wings. If I'm thinking cheap, I'm thinking lower number. Hell, if anything, I'm responding more to 99-cent wings than anything, you know. Otherwise, I got to do math. It's like, well, I have $5. Is that? But they're 2 wings for $2. So can I get 4 wings and then a half? It's confusing. I'd rather just go dollar wings. I have $5. I can get 5 wings. Don't overcomplicate it for the customer. Don't make them do math. Go. What's this first person? Firestar 121, straight from Spider-Man and Friends. Did you guys ever watch Spider-Man and Friends when you were a kid? It was Spider-Man and Iceman and Firestar for some reason. True, but they sell them in units of 2. Then I got to deal with evens and odds. It's even more math. I'm getting stressed out just thinking about how to figure out how many wings I can afford because of this complicated scenario they've created for me. I'm just trying to eat wings. I'm not trying to be a professor. We'll find out when I quit today, but I'm in the 80s, I think. So, getting pretty close. Now that's interesting, Mark. Tarpon Springs, Florida is the sponge capital of the world. Now, why is that? Do they harvest sponge there at Tarpon Springs, or is it just where the plant is? Okay. Part 2. So that route's good. Now we do this one. Is there anything else in here that needs to be done? That's still going. All rewards, all rewards, all rewards, all rewards. Okay. You need to go from here to... Isn't that... All right, hold on. That was confusing. Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. Well, Let's start plotting. First off, let's get these guys out of the way. What am I? Okay. Now I know what I'm in. These fucking controls, sometimes, I swear to God. This needs to go in. This needs to go in. Okay. Here we go. Oh, I just got hungry. I'll get something to eat on my way out the door to go to the office. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Gasparilla is the week-long pirate parade where pirates raid downtown and the mayor gives them the key to the city. Hey, what's up, Shadow Airplane? Do you know about Gasparilla, Florida? Split top hot dog's nice. Anybody else already taken 2 shits today and have a third on the way? Ugh. Five. Damn, you're ahead of the game. Rare for Mr. Yan. Good morning. How you doing? I swear, as soon as I get another job, the first thing I'm buying is a puzzle feeder for my cats. I have a bad Crohn's day. I gotta tell Jeff about a town in Kerry, Ireland, where they put a goat up on a scaffolding and crown it a king. Oh, the scaffolding goat king. Oh yeah, everybody knows about that. All right, well, this guy's making it pretty easily. I think I still have one side mission to do that hasn't unlocked yet. I saw when I was looking at the stats. I hope it does at some point. I have to figure out what I'm missing to 100% this thing. Did I get BritBox for Death Valley? I did. I got it again. I'd had it before. I've had BritBox and Acorn at different times. But yeah, I got it for Death Valley. I like it. I haven't found a lot else to watch on it yet. I watched Ludwig, which was awesome, and I watched Death Valley. Those were both recommendations. I tried to watch a few shows the other day, like the one with like murders on the cruise ship, but I just couldn't. It just sucked. Super mediocre.
Let's bring the backup pump station online. To do that,
Okay.
To repair the remaining leaks in the pipeline.
Got to
Bring
great.
over the valve and install it. Next, we're sending you some powerful new generators and a new
Okay.
pump. You'll need them to stabilize the dam while the barge is en route. You can prepare the port to receive shipments, but to do that, we'll need to give it some juice. So, just make enough space around the harbor transformer station for the cable layer to fit through and then connect it to the power grid.
Jesus. Oh, finally can make concrete bridges. Christ almighty. It's about time. Okay, still no side objective. Commission the backup pump station. Okay. Let's do this delivery to there. Where am I at right now? What do I have here? Mule, please. Somebody called you a dumb, crazy bitch because they called the wrong number. Things are going well in society right now. We're going to be A-okay. Is it... Which side is this on? I think I'm going the wrong way. Am I going the wrong way? No, I'm going the right way. I'm smart. I'm not stupid. Not like everybody says. Howard Stern quote. All right, this bad boy. Jeff, I've worked in IT for over 10 years. Can I do tech support with Andrew and Gavin one time? I want to know if they compare to some of the end users I've... Absolutely not. You can't do that. Also, Gavin is very smart and technically savvy. He's just not great with words and communication always. Perfect. But to answer your question, no. Henry Flagler built a railway from St. Augustine to Key West. Yes, yes. I read a lot about that railway, actually, when I was in Key West. My ex will have a 15-minute conversation with a wrong number call. All right, Jeff. Hope you have a great day. I'm heading out. See you later, Leo. Have a great day, buddy. Also, it's a whole point of content. We're trying to get Gavin to do tech support with Andrew, so we want to short circuit that idea. But, you know, Andrew's not in a hurry to do that, apparently, so. If we can't make him do it with Gavin, I don't know how the hell we'd make him do it with you. Okay. How am I going to get here? Can I go up this hill? Yeah. Then I just need to go out that way. I always assumed, but it's so hard to find real news from around the world. I know the USA goes on about freedom, but I feel like we are getting censored media and don't even realize it. I feel like I've stepped into a much larger conversation you guys are having. Yeah, I hear you, King. I did tech support for 6 years. That's how I met Gus and Bernie. We were all in a tech support company. That's how we created Rooster Teeth at a tech support company, where we were all techs. Well, what are we sorry about, Menace? Well, we don't need to be sorry. I'm not sorry. What are you sorry for? What do we do? You guys all saw the new episode of South Park? Absolutely. Absolutely did. Man, worst tech support call, I don't know. There were so many. It'd be easier if I had Gus here to recount stuff with me because it's hard to remember all that stuff. But we had a lady who was convinced a Furby on her desk was controlling her computer. We had a guy who would threaten to send black helicopters after us if we didn't help him get into his news groups. We had a guy who would call at like 11 o'clock at night because he couldn't get onto alt.binaries.bestiality all the time and would demand support to get into his bestiality news group. Like we had somebody called in with a computer physically on fire one time. We had you name it, 6 years of tech support, taking 40 calls a day, maybe. Hardest call I ever had was we used to do blind relay calls sometimes where somebody would need help, getting online or whatever, and they would be blind, and they would call this relay number where a person would convey the information, and you would work with the relay agent to provide tech support, and that was always challenging just because you were working through an intermediary to explain things, but also I always felt those were kind of important calls, because somebody really needed help here, and that it was a pretty important service to try to help somebody who was having that kind of problem and is dealing with something like being blind. Blind tech support is you want to do everything you can to help those people as easily as possible. And I had a relay agent one day who I was like 30 minutes into a call. It was pretty stressful. It was hard. It was an older person who was blind, who was having trouble. We were just trying to get it all sorted out. I think it was something as simple as a password issue too. And we eventually resolved it. But the relay agent freaked out on the phone and just started breathing really heavily and stopped responding to questions and you could tell they were having a panic attack, and then it just clicked, and then it was silent for a second, and then somebody else hopped on and said, I'll be taking over for this call, and then we got it fixed. So I had somebody glitch out on me once. I had the CEO of a major restaurant fire his secretary while I was on the phone and made me listen to it. I'll never forget that. I'm not going to say which steak company it is, but you've eaten there. I had people call and bitch to me that they couldn't get online on 9/11, and I was like, the Twin Towers just fell, and they're like, I don't give a shit, I'm working. I was like, okay, well, this problem's bigger than us, buddy. Whole goddamn country's fucked up right now with internet. Got 300 million people trying to get online at the same time. Just a lot of that. Half a decade of that. I feel like I knew that, Mark, that Isla Morte is the sports fishing capital of the world. Maybe I didn't, but I feel like I'd heard that before. No, they were all shitty phone calls. Tech support sucked. It's why Rooster Teeth exists. I guess it doesn't. Oh, it does. I guess it's why Rooster Teeth existed and then didn't exist and exists again now because Bernie bought it back. But that was the whole, being 26 years old and full of creative energy and a desire to do something with it, and just twisting in the wind, fixing people's internet connections over the phone, day in, day out, 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day with your other 26-year-old friends. It was the most motivating thing in the world for me. Now we got the side mission. Great. That's the one I wanted to begin with. Okay. Well, let's go do that. That seems easy enough, right? Am I here? Is this where I am? Oh, this is even better. This is what I need to do that. The right kind of crane. Perfect. Did I manage folks at the help center? I did. I did manage folks. I figured out pretty quickly that I did not want to be on the phones for the rest of my life, so I set about doing everything I needed to do to become a manager. Became a manager very quickly, and then I discovered that taking phone calls is a hell of a lot easier than managing people taking phone calls. I one time had someone try to get me fired as a scapegoat for them not doing their job. They submit tickets for their work software wasn't working, and when I'd go over and check everything would be within acceptable limits, they escalated it to the tech point. I had to sit down with my CIO and the VP of the department to explain why I couldn't fix their issue. This is why you document the shit out of... Yeah. Great of you to mention the new up-and-coming entertainment company that's Rooster Teeth. Florida Mango Festival has over 200 varieties of mango. That doesn't surprise me that there's 200 varieties of mango. On the face of it, you're like 200, but then, there's over 1,000 varieties of banana. And have you ever had 2? Probably not, Certainly not and realized it. 100 calls a day to 3 calls a day, yeah. Tech support was one of those things that I'm happy I did. I enjoyed the camaraderie of being in the trenches with other techs, doing it. But I'm glad I don't do it anymore. Happy for the time that I did it. Happy for the stories and the experience. Never want to do it again. That's how I feel about the Army. That's how you should feel about all things that you don't want to do again. Happy that you had the experience of whatever that was, to learn, to grow. Take what you can from it and move on and away. Now, is this gonna... Can I just get this out of the water, or do I have to move this? So that's not enough. Yeah, it's gonna have to go. Yeah, we need to clean this up. We definitely need to clean this up. By moving it from one side to the other. Oh, no. What are you doing? There we go. That was dangerous. That was almost a problem. Technically, you probably are. I guess you are, Mark, yeah. think I have a better version of one of these, but it wasn't conveniently right here. But one that moves faster, doesn't turn as slow. Ah, shit. That one's going to be hard to get. Maybe it'll float out a bit. Don't you do it. Break off. Get. Son of a bitch. Piece of shit. I think the chances are this will pop up. Good. Real good. Great. A lot of people just suck. In general. A lot of people just suck. Hope you feel better, mailbox. And I wish I could just sling this and toss it, you know? It'd be so cool. Prison stories. Just got off the phone. Probably lonely. Just looking for somebody to talk to. You get a bit of that, too. We would have people that had, we would keep records of every call. We had a call database. And so we would have people that would have over 1,000 calls, and you could tell they were just lonely, just lonely. If you call internet tech support over 1,000 times, you're lonely. And that just made me sad, And of course, when a tech sees that somebody has a call record of 1,200 calls and like 1 billion red flags in the knowledge base about them, you're like, you go into it apprehensive, and those people are just fucking lonely and sad and looking for somebody to be nice to them, probably. There's a hell of a lot of lonely people out there in the world. I really want to try this game, but I'm worried that having been an operating engineer in real life, I would not enjoy the game loop. I don't know. Do people that were I was in the army, but I still like playing Call of Duty. It's just a video game. Working at a hotel near an airport, dealing with people calling and checking in showed you the worst of the worst, I bet. People are just... Nobody's going into the airport hotel in a good mood, for sure. I managed a Viking tavern for 3 years. Not prepared for to be the therapist. Oh, yeah. That was a big part of when I became creative director at Rooster Teeth. I became a therapist.
That river's flowing smoothly
I'd always had to do a fair amount of that anyway as a manager, but it like went into overdrive. I would work. I'm not complaining or anything. It's just what drove me. It's part of what led to me having a breakdown. But fucking, I'd get off work at maybe 6 p.m. You know, and then the calls would start because you'd be throughout the day. You'd be in meetings or proofing or talking to a client or talking to somebody at Warner Brothers or whatever it is. You're busy from like 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. in that role, just constantly in a meeting of some kind about some nonsense. And then like 6 o'clock rolls in, you go home, or if you're already home, you just lock off. And then it's like, all right, so-and-so wanted to talk. And I told them they could call at 6:30. And then they're done. And then somebody else is like, hey, I have an issue. Can I talk to you about this? I'm feeling a certain way about this. And then I would take calls until like sometimes 11 p.m. And it would be like that 3 or 4 days a week. And it just never ended. And I felt like I never fixed anybody's problem. I feel like anybody's grievance or issue, all I ever did was calm them down briefly. Like, I just felt like it was treading water, you know, and it was never making any progress. I really hated it. I really hated that role. I hated that I felt like nobody took the advice I gave. Just felt like I was talking just to talk sometimes. All right, so the side mission's done. Prepare the port for the pump. Prepare the port for the generator and pump. Okay. What is this? Oh, that's no good. That's no help. 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 Yeah, it's no help. Oh. We'll just use him. Wait, where are we going? Go up here. There's not really anywhere to go from there, is there? This isn't like that's not really a route. So I could go here. Can't really bomb that. There's nothing going on there. So what I would need to do... Where is he? Back him up. Go along here. Up through here. Okay. 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 All right. See if we can get him all the way over there. Maybe be the last thing we do today before we log off. Thanks, Gold Standard. Oh, thank you, Dilling Fram. I've been in love and doing. Good morning from Gus. Good morning, Gus. Did you ever get people who tried to haggle price on... probably not the person you're talking to. What all have you been playing lately, Jeff? You're looking at it. This is all I play. Look at my YouTube channel of all the VODs, and you'll see 40 videos of this. This is all I play. At night, sometimes I play Sea of Thieves with the Truck Boys. Maybe 2 days a week, 3 days a week, I'll play Sea of Thieves at night. But for the most part, I just play this all day. Well, not all day, but, you know, anything else I play is a video for regulation, so you can see it. You can see every other game I play because they turn into content. I don't know what Schedule 1 is. Yeah, it's nice to. I like to start my day off. I like to play Roadcraft. I find it puts me in a good mood, good headspace while I drink coffee. Might as well be streaming it, starting my day off right with y'all. You know, little healthy morning routine, and we're, you know, helping a community that was ravaged by weather anomalies recover and rebuild, and that's, you know, that's good work for the soul. I imagine we're approaching 90% done on this map. It's weird. I feel like I've been in this map as long as all the other maps I was in put together, including Sunken, which I was in for a long time. I think I'm going to miss it when I move on to the next map here pretty soon, which will be pretty soon, I guess. Thanks, doing stuff, man. Splitgate? I've played Splitgate. It's okay. I'm so happy with my Roadcraft. I'm not really looking for anything else, you know? Like, I was really excited about Oblivion, and then I started playing this. I was really excited about Doom, and then I started playing this. I never beat Blueprints because of this. I'm so happy and in my sweet spot with this video game. I don't need any others. What do you think the Fuck. How does this work? Do I make this? I make this. I can make this. Why don't I ever make this a road? Looks like I... Oh, I think I don't need to. I think it's just not that deep. Because I clearly put dirt there. That Liminal Spaces game was a piece of shit. I got sick of fighting with it. I've been feeling a pull to return to Call of Duty a little bit lately. You know, that's a game I put a lot of time into this year that I kind of fell off of recently, and so I wouldn't mind going back to that a little bit, but I don't have any real reason to. I'm not working towards anything there. I like working towards stuff. I'm hoping that if everything goes right about the time I'm finished with Roadcraft, DLC will come out, and then right about the time I'm finished with that DLC, more DLC will come out, and then if I time it just right, maybe I never have to play another video game again as long as I live, other than Roadcraft. Did you play Infinite when since they added Halo 3 style playlists? Nah, but I'm not a huge fan of Halo multiplayer. I'll be honest, I love Halo, but I've put a lot of my life in Halo, you know what I mean? A lot of my life in Halo. I'm okay with taking a break on it. Especially the multiplayer that I was never good at to begin with. I don't need to... It's hard to look at a game that you spent 40 to 80 hours a week physically in not playing it as anything other than a place where you spent 80 hours a week not playing. you know? I have nothing but love for Halo. It's responsible for my career, but I'm not. Looking to play the Halo 3 playlists. Good morning, Monkey Business Games. It became a tool. Yeah. Became a set, you know? Became a location or a series of locations. I can't keep Destiny straight. Like I was talking to Andrew about it the other day. They got rid of all the campaign stuff that was so fun, and I don't know, man. It's weird to me when games remove stuff that exists. I understand that sometimes there's clearly a need for it, but like Rainbow Six removing Terrorist Hunt from Siege. I get that maybe not a ton of people played it, but I really wanted to play it. We wanted to make videos in it. We were really excited about it, and they took it out. And it's not like it was a game type that they constantly had to update or rotate or come up with new mechanics for. It was done. It was completed and baked in and a fully realized idea, and I don't think it hurt anything for it to be there. Now it's gone, and I can't play it, and that bums me out. Deleted, lost is removed. It's the same thing. The end result is the same thing. I can't play it. They had a thing in the game that they took out, and now nobody can play it. That's their game. They can do whatever they want. It just sucks for those of us who still liked that game mode. You know? Yeah, I paid $60 for Siege, and it had that game type in it when I bought it, and now it's gone. It's annoying. Nice. Look at this. We got some boat action going. We're going to unload this bad boy. That'd be cool.
Okay, this is it. Are you ready? Rhetorical question, of course. I know you always are. All that's left to do is plot the routes to supply the construction efforts with the resources they need. Then, bring the new pump and generators from the port to the dam.
Here's what we're going to do. Since we're here, we're just going to head over there and pull them off the boat, set them on the dock, so that we're set up for success when we do this mission later. But I think this is where we're going to end the productive part of the stream. Would I play Terrorist Hunt the game for $30? Sure. What's a good chill fishing game? That's interesting that you say that. I was just looking through all the Xbox fishing games yesterday because I've been fishing like a motherfucker in Sea of Thieves, and I was enjoying it, but was thinking similarly about finding something that had a good chill fishing vibes to it. I used to play Call of the Wild. Sorry, the Angler Call of the Wild, which is a fishing game. It's what I film a lot of the regulation backgrounds in it because it's very conducive to that. That game's pretty fun, but I would like something like a cross between that and a little more arcade-ish. So I was kind of looking yesterday, and there's a bunch out there, but I didn't get a sense of what was good. Just that there's a ton of options right now. So, well, that was weird. Did you see that? The fuck? I didn't even have to pick it up. Not mad at that. And then that did it too. Dude, thank you, game. This game's... Wish that truck drove, huh? This game's doing us a solid. Okay. So I got him here. Oh, you know what? I have this big ass crane I could have used. So when I have the guys come in, I'm going to load them up with the big crane, not this guy, but he's here too. And I'll just pull him up right in here. That'll be how we do that. We have this mission left, which is just deliver, infrastructure. Let's quit and see. I'm going to guess we stopped at 94%. 97%. Damn. All right, we're getting close. We're getting real close. Okay. Well, and on that note, I should probably get up and take a shower and take my third shit, get ready. I got to go to the office today. We are getting ready for... Do you hear a bird just flying in my window? We're getting ready for a Friday stream. Don't forget, on Friday at 12:30 Central on the Regulation Pod Twitch channel, we will be streaming, I believe it's Mario Party. We're going to do a couple-hour stream in support of the Gerpler, which launches this Friday, the new Gerpler, the Cosmic Gerpler. We bought a bunch of them, so hopefully they will be enough for everybody that wants one to get one. As always, don't forget to listen to the Regulation Podcast. Comes out tomorrow. We have content that releases 6 days a week for Regulation, though, so there's content today that came out for it. I believe it's a Limbo stream VOD. Don't forget to listen to So All Right, which came out today, I believe. I have no idea what it was about. And Good Morning, Gustavo. Oh, and listen to my wife's podcast, Clutch My Pearls. Don't forget that as well. All right. Thank you very much. Love you. See you tomorrow.